Everybody, I want to hear you. Let's go. Come on. One more time. Come on. And like from Akka on guitar. I can't hear you. Break it down. I want to hear that. Let's go. Come on. Zoom. I want to hear the man. Hermano. Hermano. Zoom. Zoom.
Yamamo ajo emamo akwaba edeba no kremre Jimmy so ai enne so yatena se ai ba behwehwe nkomo ede afa yamanyosem ehu midin ede Antonia Chifa Ifa enwumre o share na o share wo Facebook, Instagram and YouTube channels so Today Ghana News TV more Eastern European countries metimeti Anchor FM and as meti en podcast no and also Today Ghana News TV Oba no na wa share na afoforo so ensa akebi I o comment no so kan hu say o be share dia mayen na etimi akenkan ma adofo nso etie bi. Omo aye ne omo era betwetwe nkomo enyumre enua be makonedi Adam Bennett ono ena ba betine mu akasa ede ama NDC amanyukunu. Konedi makwa aba.
Yeah, na mini aba na apombo kodia.
Nyame adom pacho nso e.
Medaroma. Aja atuna kakra betu ebiem. Ja yesha bi na se Ghana mpuntu na Ghana nkanko na ye be deliberate on. Se ja ye me na ho akwaba na meche tiefo na hwefo. Am de ntia kese so akofi ya kom. Ye Regent Romani Mahama. Any party your leadership ni na ofie. Na Irish Yamami, Professor Jenna Pukwadjuma, a very speedy recovery. We know say she's doing very well, and very soon, in everyone say all call about now in a Juma at the Bogan and Punto. Miniaba, I'm in Pensia.
Okay. And which year no na so busu in chafo for ma.
Me and Pensia, and I for Honoma, your base
Okay.
right the better also.
All right, yeah, that's it. And the uncle in your bemono so etnimu akasa ede ama NPP amanyuku. Dr. Abungu Mashud. Na uncha adofo mine. Dr. Abungu e makwaba.
Yeah, you jifa.
Bibi aboko.
Bibia boko. Michia co-pan is na edu. And my person may use this opportunity. Achia former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and your former presidential candidate. I must use this opportunity to cheer me, my former branch, Germany branch, and my current branch, Russia for. Which you for saying answer, Michio via Bibiomuchi via Michio Mudifa.
Okay, this me that's it. All right, summary I see nchia ede free panelists na hono. Yemfa the Evening Tribune the Wokrata no. Na yemhwe stories ababeto ho na ochim. Yeka was say the Evening Tribune bedu ya wada okọ news stander wonsa ebetimi akebi. Na o story so apese publish e de ma wonso ai uma ya sonti a ebetimi aye eno so edi amam. Your first story eye nwa ma Konedu Adam Bennett ono ne picture ene boho na Konedu Echemo says stop disrespecting Asantis. They also contributed to NDC's victory. Eno say this week a trendy ye papa Konedu ede nadwintre afa ho ede aba. The future of the NDC depends on the behavior of current appointees. BOT and Eka Eno Ewa page 3 and a conflict at Nkwanta. Adele Queen mothers appeal to President Mahama to intervene. Ocean also have Queen mothers no omo pictures and eshe asie kama. Into stories see any stories a hodja eka hono. Opeso hu we nyina into details ma wonsa enka the Evening Tribune the Bokrata na what delve into details. It was a story see now. Yen try your home sima na ye ba topic I discussing so no ye the betuja. All right, yes, sign Emma Mo Aquaba Beam. And yeah. Patron Motimenka, your first topic. Na first topic no. Electricity Company of Ghana in Sembi Ebeto Hona Wachi concerning containers. Ahodra, say ye chemwa ye hum baby ewo anase containers no ayera. ebisa se ensem no same pot na ne nkyeremu ete na hwan mo nso na ensemi omo etai echiri konedu pacho o ha na wa join me na odi nkyeremu abre etifo amaye.
So many aba medas na masa cha obi na masa cha etifo ne ahwefo na me den cha kese so akoma me co-panel Dr. Adongo na the meka kakra afa ECG issue no ho CCI no ade a say Ghana fo nyina yedi ka express dada fa the level of racketeering na a course so ewa kufuado amamu no mo na ona nanka yedi tumi asho onsa say omo serve the interest of our people no omo buy na omo serve omo ankasa
Konedu se wa homa no twitwasi enti so betimi ada no ho kakra maya.
Yo me try say
Okay, yeah, better.
Yes. Enti no say na make no say enkofo eto abedi yi wo no say nka omo amehwe Ghana mpuntuo ene Ghana yi die no san nkofo we bae no omo ba besom omo ho ama ne omo nya omo ho ama na buso na ahomete say Yewura John Dramani Mahama between 2012 and 2016 project our shall say rural electrification program no na our say yedin nkane akonkura nkita bebre mu na aban we na drank akufo ado aban be fa kunyo no the way inside project no ba abandon na wo hwe containers system a ye kan ya cables a nanka yede ba nanka yede extend power supply akọ nkronkito a sebsebi omuni nkane ya no saa nkro no ena omo kane a e wasa ke drum so ama ba akofo anase nipa kakra bi atam sika twitwiri di entre say e de akofa cables aba abija no tema porta ene akodi ombotom no na menu aba de tene se so wo hwe ketasehye ekoso wo ECG na de bia meka se ECG nye company e wo se ye run ne boka if you say o run service o ton service ye ton service moka de nipa o subscribe to service no so wa ntua service no onya and also one supply service na o moka and then you need say the prepaid meters aba say prepaid meters say you pay as you go the overturn na we use enti e den ma or say ma ECG eboka ma yeye but over years every time be an I say ECG run at a loss ni nyina ne say katasehye pro year kankan ade a age adwa ewo sa department no na ye nyina nim say ECG no um say your technocrats are omo professionally omo ho no omo ye adwuma omo they are non partisan na so your onkophobia omo ye political appointees are omo na call the shots or ECG to say board members any ade yes a managing director sankofo na nkofo a omo ye politically connected and affiliated na de yehu no na don kokofo aban mu and the ran ye befa kunya expose aba afa sa 1350 containers a ayra hu sika over $300 million akodi nipa ba akofo botom and say ECG for any private company and as a private supplier deal na de etine say supplier na ba kofa enoman de from no ne de aba oba bedo before so no man ba bedru kwa na ECG atua supplier ne ka na Ghana nko na bongu se bibi say ekoso ECG tua supplier ne ka wia na supplier na beja no man agu port and say ECG ba kwakofa no man so won kofa on de waje ne sika wie na kamia ye say eto da bia na enoma na ECG for ekra no enye no mo hia just because they feel say also make it continue yam make orders na yam enina and also because one of the main channels are
Oka se nyama omukra no ya na enye nyama omuhia nyama bensa because ye sha containers cables na ye ka ho asem ene enim say ECG so the cables no mudidi omujuma ense oka se eto de bia nyama omukra enye nyama ehuhia nyama bensa na omakra ehuhia
menu aba say cables omukra se no muhia se no muhia cables no say the omon pese om Ghana for jitum say cables no muhia en kade ntin ko kombida no port ho se na ya de say in here then so seriously nya sebe and no be say and nya over 2,500 containers our port man say ama obi nwia enti e say and normal be one more omo kra not because they need it urgently but a procurement process no I will say a politicians not just even in the private sector amount for first of all no pay the procurement processes and non amount for cost of the first of the book no in the anto be a scampi in the enconcoto scampi ni kwani ni scanibi and no any idea you have afenyo market a we board chair ECG abrasa kankan pro we course no na omoye na uti you have afenyo market na o pese o kire say sa kankan na pro ya na e course no onum se na e course na e course a obi a ya fa so ye board chair wo de ene se obehwe se company no bo mo ye bia no o mo de no matoto akwan mu kama wa wonim se de e course na nye apro atete wa kan wa no atum kopem se na no ye ya NDC be fa akonya na ye nhwehwe mu ekun se sa kono tetwa amo akofo ye boy na ansa na o kasa na Ghana ye o man asabi ye serious a anka obi te say you afenyo marking by this time ka wasan
honorable afenyo markings so ensemo kan ohun no he also asked questions and see ohun say maybe he tried his best na just that and shut down quickly
many aba oko ECG as a political appointee a president and a appointing his own non-chess board no and he was only responsible to the president enti me bisa era afenyo market say abra oko ye wo mu se kankan na proye e wo hono no anamo be no tu fa ho so okasa fa ho no keke no ente say otu anamo ente say otu anamo ye se pani a ohwe man otene fe mo fari na nka no se ebu na nkonwe fo ka ho bi eye nyina nim se yo special prosecutor ho yo police ID ho yo yoko ho enti ohun se zakete se no koso no and all the formal complaint and as criminal case against and conform who perpetrated that crime against our country and kadebe nkebisi and kanyana the fact so hu ye na o kana no tum no na ene o ba ka kire ye say hu say koso no kasa fa no ente say we exonerated or ontimi strictly no free sa catastrophe project course no and I can confidently say he's a key beneficiary of corona course or ECG no na me hwese side way abane e man political speech e man political weapon keke na you atu forcing any the government in its entirety and take up this matter seriously so hwe ya abra case we ba bonten ade a NPP for national so me be narrative no I to say as continuous na ira no ira abra you atu force na be fa akunya no as finance minister and I say you jana po be fa akunya no as
so
what I say
hello patrol menka MSS to konedu ahoma no echichesi inti enko Dr. Abongoma shoot ho na omaye na dwenkyere na say konedu ahoma no eto mo na wasan aba betwa so okay Dr. Bongo
Jifa
okay me say dey sumedu baby awon na ECG containers ya say ayure NPP Mr. Timer yeah calculation na it was time more and asanya me na eti when nya hint bia from assume when na say from assume ko a won tin e yo hyehyɛ mu ko duru baby that opportunity
yo Jifa maybe you should that opportunity be achia utie for na ECG containers one sama ye kai or say kai say ye handing over ma NDC it's almost 3 months ni ana me boa ena ma menka 7 tro ma muntie hwe ECG transition team no answer ne hand over no ye hand over stated the number for containers ye hand over ma the transition committee utie It no mean the exact number, na NPP government, na in the exact number of containers are na port no, any hand over ma the transition committee. And the year Abuja na pono. And I say ono call port na say or take audit of the containers no. Or share handing over note no from the transition committee no. And the Minister of Energy no. And who say no containers na short to a port no. And what comes into mind, or see containers are short to a port hole, and the hand over man, you know the exact numbers. And the NDC for now more a year catastrophe, corruption, and a year no via containers. Also, okay, men can say NPP and a year because net transition team need the almost stated the number of containers and there also, right? And to go check here on audit here, and I will post who say containers via here. And Sana. And the ban needs to say or say they have to take audit of the containers. And to be able to say NPP time or boy
If
NDC
you
during
Dr.
the
Bongo
transition period.
Uchemwa,
And
NDC
no thing
ebaye,
evidence. Remember
anything they
evidence.
see na container naira.
What's he saying?
Uchemwa, NDC ban and see na containers naira.
Yes. Even though say
Okay.
happy now is unfortunate. But Nyamin Patron say the transition committee, and the Minister of Energy hand over notes. Containers now, the number of containers almost 32 or more hand over notes. And a minister Abuja for the containers, the hand over notes no call port on. Of course, I can find out. And who said no, there are differences. Who tell me? And the alarm nearby no. That means NPP hand over the number of containers are our port on ECG. And Abuja for call port on and who said no. Near one hand over note a does to sing here or port one. That means so much we different patrol TV. That means Omar Yebi, and then Omar said no, then he have to audit. And the auditor who said no, continue so more Yebi. I didn't know make say and yes, CAE because Oko warehouses now Mukayana containers need be one materials need be one, why is need be one now? Omunya you see it. And this will because we say 4 years time, and the warehouses, raw materials. The Fauji say materials need be one by now. Command and they are yet chance here, they are exported, they are post, baby, they are called baby. But up to now, and no crime who say A plus, why intercepted articulator, carry the same electrical post, electrical wires, near called baby. And it tells you that NDC for an year. NDC for now more port na year jumano. NDC for members now war no yes I and so come only be yet not year. But they make sure say yeah who be because yes so when crop for port one ma year juma. Say see the accountability in there. Yen jama and jifa I was say Abuja na po epe coin su etching crofon. Almost so much Chinese in India for. Now if you Ghana port Chinese in India for the age more. And you Ghanaians na age more. And then let me free port for echo warehouses. No more to me attract ya ko Chinese for. No more port on and then Abuja na pon kasa o match you. I don't want to Chinese ni. One Chinese ni or agent for port for. And that's one Chinese ni or ye paying or port for. Also paying for no more port no more shall say chichi o. O man chi obi anom so much Chinese ni India na Chinese ni India o fa ho ben. O fa ho ben. O ma ba 3 months. 3 months on the air course of Ghana. 3 months no the air course of Ghana. And the 1 year, what can you say? Or maybe we are Ghana, you know how much Chinese for.
What
And I'm
you
a boy.
say, you're trying to Omaba just within 3 months, no Omotimia exposing Yama air coso for the past years are not just a yakata kata swesi. Because honorable opinion marking yet na sema or say obisa catch and say that's how it has been since. Now me question is as a board chair na yakacho said that's how it has been since that. What were the steps that or taking yes or rectify situation?
Jifa, I find your markings in all kind in tea as someone all kind. But on your board member,
Wait here.
management member, dear, management member, dear, committee in Assam. But I find markings a board member, and board members who take a decision. They don't run the affairs of ECG. And the board management
The
member
national
there, then
affairs
I'll
of
be.
ECG, but he is on the board as the chairman.
Different.
You see, Dr.
Oh no,
Bongo, do you
or your
think that
board
he
member.
doesn't have any idea of
Board member,
whatever is going on in
he may
ECG?
not have previous information about that. A management member,
Because
yeah.
as a board chairman, he doesn't have any information of whatever goes on in ECG. And I said, what goes in and comes out of ECG. Then I would like to say, and I would say here, he was a very incompetent board chairman.
No, Jifa,
If that is what you are
why am I
saying,
saying so? Jifa,
Apenyo Markins didn't have any authority on what was going on in
no,
ECG,
that's
then
what I'm
I would say
saying.
he was very incompetent.
Who hear me, Jifa, or your board member? Let's understand. You all know the
He
structures,
was
how the
not just
structures
a board
works.
member, Dr. Bongo. He was not just a board member. He
He
was
was a
not
board
just a
member.
board member.
He was a board member. What was he? And board members take decisions, and management implements those decisions, right? Board members, they don't do auditing. And they get your procurement manager,
Only
and I said
Apenyo
the
Martin was
MD,
the
and
chair
the
of
CEO
that
of
board.
the company, then that is a different story. But a board member, and he's also a politician, he may hear the information. Oh, I heard this. And when he's like you just made a statement, also what? And I mean, first say what?
Ọtí ohun sẹ́sà ni ẹ̀ma no ẹ̀kọ́ so na obisaayẹ no yẹ̀ka kyerɛ ne sɛ that is how it has been since. And I my question is say,
Exactly. And then
as
because
a
of your board
chairperson
member.
of the board, now we disani akacho said this how it has been since. A journey then and no more and a woo too far.
And then can say board member what? Or Martin, or board meeting, they will make
Let's
decisions.
not say it's a board member. He was a chair. He was
They
a
will
chair
make
of the board.
decisions.
He was not just a member.
No. If I say what you just made a statement. So say what? Right? So your board member,
Also,
no what you say,
no, Dr. Bongo,
what you do is that
different from what you say near my air costo, anyway, who say near my air costo. Or see, he
board
noticed
members
that
don't
those
run
things were going on.
day-to-day activities of the ECG. Board members, at times, board members want to meet you once a year. Jifa. Board members, at times, want to meet you once a year. So
Dr.
if board
Bongo,
members
yes,
they don't go to the ND
board
office and
members
so
meet once a
implement
year, but
this.
as
They
a
can only
chairperson
meet.
of the board, that's my question, Amibisa. As a chairperson of the board, now we who say Niama say air costo. Jane and Namo
That's what
and
I'm saying.
or 2 pounds.
As a chairperson of a board, when you go to a board meeting, they will make proposals, they will make suggestions, and you should understand board meeting. You always normally your 2 management members or 3 management members. I don't know ECG board, the management members say I also, but automatic the MD or the CEO will be part of the board, right? And this is our tier normal board meeting now. The board will ask the MD, have you heard this? The MD will give the report. They will make suggestions. So it is left with the MD that will go with the management members and they will implement those decisions that the board have taken. Nyame can and they know they want to be blamed for your markings as board chairman, but also call management members honuma. Maybe you hold the MD responsible or the procurement manager
Oh, that is Dr.
responsible.
Bongo. I'm not
That is a
blaming
different
Avenue
issue
Martin
together that we can talk about.
No.
But
That's not the
blaming
point.
board chairman.
Me blaming your number of Avenue Martin. But my
Let's
question
find the
that
problem.
I
The
asked,
problem
any
I don't want
answer
to
with the
say
man,
become
and I'm very interested. If that was it, say he didn't know all those things were going on. Say, son, na it's here. Can't at a board chair. That was what I was saying. If that was it, not only then he was incompetent as the chairman of the board. If that is what you are saying, say he didn't know, then he was incompetent.
Board member or board chairman will not know, right? He doesn't
Will
run
not
the
know.
day-to-day activities. No, he doesn't run the
will not know
day-to-day.
because this person has already made it clear. He's made Ghanaians aware. He said this in Parliament and it's on
No, that
record.
is what I'm
It's been
telling you.
recorded by the clerk. Said
It's not about what he
he's
say.
told me things going on.
It's about board members. No, omujumani den. Jifa. And then because of board members, it told they do honuma. They meet once a year, twice a year,
That's
right?
why are you
Running
trying
the
to
day-to-day
defend the
activities of the
indefensible?
organization. And the man making this point clear. And the foreign markets can say, what say ni say na ekosho, right? And just so what here is information
Okay, Mr. Dr. Bungo, so ahumano. And then your panelist ahumano, high empire. Young corner, she say, Konedu na humana to my okay, Mr. Konedu ababa. Konedu yes, I am our kwaba.
Yeah, and I mean aba. Me did say
Okay,
hybrid
young talk about the Subia, Ujinain.
yo na me tie Dr. Abongo. Na asama all kind na no kyerɛ sɛ also kyerɛ sɛ a role of
Ma onesu kakra mami, ma onesu kakra mami.
so me ka sɛ matie doctor na m sɛ asama doctor ka nyinaa no sɛ board chair kwa na m sɛ be hu hia sɛ sɛ board no be share once a year dia na sɛ board no ehu hia kwa sɛ company no kwa ha no sɛ ebenya board na aya na ahomete kakra sɛ ɔman ewu mu no.
From what Dr. Bongo Ekano, a lot of things go on the blind side of the board members and the board chair. You know, probably the board members didn't have an idea all these things were going on.
Okay, what is the role? What is the role of the board? One of the key responsibilities of the board, and it's on crafting a strategic direction for the company. Say a private company, say a public company. The role of the board is to provide a strategic direction and communicate between stakeholders and shareholders. And the board no say who here enka board in or a key responsibility to perform an oversight responsibility. Say be a course or company is aware of it and nothing about no. He is to perform an oversight responsibility. And the big course or company no say nkoya and nothing abrano also mutia no business then a course or company no. Now all provided direction. And in this case, no, he is a political appointee and why answerable to the president. And he said, "Bibi, and I'm no tour, and as a company need to enquire, say, I'm going to bar, failure bar, affect your buying. And no sooner you're president, no course, on that board, nano, said the Bayer, Bibi, a course to be our company, no, or bet me a brief the president, any the government in its entirety. But the era after market coin, the coin, and say, I hope most a rot or also better now what benefited through the rot. That is exactly what he did. Now the
Don't you say on trying the best saying or better solution, but it just didn't solve the situation.
Many about winning baby. The board chair, only the CEO, and also the managing director, able to match Nasi, I effective change management. Or coin who said the air cost okay, your procurement processes are fraudulent. And yet they are a board company. No, I mean, young Fana go ceremonial, board chair. Yeah, no cost on Konkoya Juma. And so, or sponsor that, corruption now air cost on. There was necessary and said, only MD, the managing director, and the trust say, no, this is not the way to go. Young crafty, near effective a change management. Our company no more. Now, when EC the pastor procure services and goods and goods no. Yes, son. Say sanity. ECG. Now I reduce the cost, but he didn't do that. He didn't. You're a friend of mine can deal with it and say a system or what that. Yeah, Obusa and that has always been the system. That's always been the practice. And our task now, also or benefited through the system. Because you say a multi-generational, I'll hold for many years. So it doesn't have to change. Many about young to me embody the same beat, they expect different rhythm. It cannot be. I will say it's serious or man. Check over 1,300 containers worth over $300 million. Back for upper scandal butum. And the former MD for ECG. Then some more can say rotten the honorable. Na say Makase NDC, the reason why it's Ghana for Obama overwhelmingly, and it's a Ghana for who secretary say Kosovo. And you promise you make it to the people of Ghana and say, Monto man, you fight against corruption. Now Obia often in Sabo Ghana Sikem Kwambonestono, Yemam Raminadi. If today, say Obama, it is because of that social contract. I am Ghana for Koye. And if we sit down and allow the NPP to shape the narrative, now, so the Dr. Ekache said, yeah, before within the space of 3 months, and over 1,300 containers I ran. See, a mass narrative will continue by 2028. Yes, we can Ghana for us to say, you have a campaign to no mandate to be. Clearly, there is a prima facie evidence that say, I'm Pacono Coso about him. About a terminal. And you are a phenomenon and some of kind, you become the other says, I'm Pacasana Coso. Catasana a Coso. And to me, about the also NDC or say and say, Obi Biara, as some will say, I mean, you say, how about Chinese? China for an almost containers, no. If you so port on more, and the report on Mosoa, or people report on your order from a high authority. From a higher authority now, or release those containers in Manakoy. It is some of what I say, you home. Because most times, the corruption case is bad. Or street level bureaucrats, only a shop and Moody. The top hierarchies, or engaging in industrial corruption, we just let them go because we believe that they become politically untouchable. This should cease. And yes, I say, the town woman as a tradition, it continues. Or mine obey the econo and here, not that a man of terminum. When they see countries will be citizens and nationalities from different countries on the continent. Minyaba, now it's your Mukumutium, or show or music as some woman one. Utimu say, Ghana, no, my also a cassia muchre. Now, the only thing you're lucky, patriotism, any leadership. And the NDC, a promise Ghana for say, Omonto man yaba govern Ghana with patriotism and with sincerity. And say Ghana for over their man. Na ya bad na who sa rot we near koso. That's the anti prosecuting officials of the ex-government. Minyaba, Ghana for some Ghana for Bakachi and say NPNDC na epe. And the moment Ghana for Bakachi and say NPNDC na epe no, you forget it 2028. You forget it 2028. I mean, Kono, of course, near Konoa, a Kono Pepe. Yes, sir. You can say investigation for 3 years, 4 years, and so on. You prosecute Obi. Say, a buying essay or fighting against your cause now. You be winning the fight. Then, now, over $300 million. Back up on first currency in Butum. Every year, scan the rural access a real estate team. Back up for me talk. If you baby 27, a 42-year-old man, Obia just before 2016, never your that compointing within 8 years, no more tomato a few 27 or Ghana. Yes,
and celebrate to make it sound with 2 days in the end of the year. Anything is possible.
There is something we call auditing. Say over Ghana kunya and also over kunya bia lifestyle audit. Countries be was our policies no. As over kunya before so kunya no. Wajapade ana wo. Abra wo be kunya so no. Ajapade be no wanya ka de na wo no. Ni ewia na just suppose the wanya ka ho no against who earnings are make it throughout the season na we adwuma no. Say you just suppose na say difference ni very wider. The things of component sunyeska also who answer questions. Maybe say adwuma be na have a mental we mu here within 8 years. All of a sudden, real estate developers. Property owners, not just in any areas. In estate, in very expensive estates. And then you deny him hotels or Ghana and Yasan. Now, your showman Sako no way in a Koswa. Me about me, baby, I'm a one. Baby, I'm a was a CA. Anyway, I'm a co school. No, Adeba Kwa, me who say, Chroma for equity is a corruption. Sikani will be a corruption. That is why in Tia, Jacob Zuma, a brand new president for South Africa. For Jad, a castle of
okay. Could okay, so
yes. Abra Jacob Zuma, Kunyaso as sitting president of South Africa. Supreme Court, Kuma say you can't say constitutional court. e ka say wa fa company so for money sika de kwesisi ni fie ne nukwa so wo yesa de no e ma court ne hye ne say on case can back to the state na Jacob Zuma ni sika da Jacob Zuma call bank e ko bo bu say de betua sika no e ma state no ye nya hu say abra ofre kunya so no ye Jacob Zuma tumbe 3 months because of ketasehye me nya finance minister will resign from power because only president in Adrian. In so many instances, acquiring South Africa a fast fighting corruption. This is the reason why in Tia, South Africa provided free healthcare every South African citizen. This is the reason why in Tia, from primary school through to university, free South African children. And we can do that in our country. If you are serious with the fight against corruption, the money I lose to corruption, able to provide free healthcare to the ordinary Ghanaian. Tika free to corruption. According to some research, Ghana loses over $3 billion every single year to corruption. Every single year we lose over $3 billion. That is more than 5% of GDP, and then you lose to corruption every single year. I mean, yeah, before say this is fighting against corruption. Near certain template and found to one more. Meaning about that, the end is about the way. Now, someone among will be can say, NPP this in pay. Omun na ko the same university omun ya na fofo ento ntimi ncho omun ntimi ncho na fofo ntum no na kama ese sansam na ye no kore e kama ese sansam because enim say ye che omutum a omo so ba omo se be chia tum nte na enya omo nante o se be omo so ba omo ma chien. That is the kind of politics that you person here Ghana na. Is that the kind of politics that you person here Ghana? Yeah, very serious. And when it comes to the fight against corruption, I'm very passionate about it. And I can say, you're appointees, you know. We are NDC card bearing member. Unya Jumanya, Mr. Memfa form face you will be Memfa form frame minister say honorable Mr. Miss school fees. Where's our chance of Mokobokrono? Because minister na catch your sir, CEO na catch your and also. It's all for another cause of hands of Mosika. Oh, Chen say, baby, I want to go to one for no pamount. Bumi is serious with the fight against corruption. If me say many different nationalities within the continent have been common, meaning about Ghana no my which Ghana no my was say Yakobo Busia. Ghana no my was say Obiare na Onisika so Uncle Pinungu. You will be Yakopo my a Japadi, I mean, or me be say just serious with the fight against corruption, meaning about Omani Bay. And that is the reason why in Ghana for man and this the overwhelming majority say young for my new template and for my Ghana.
Okay.
The fight against corruption, you know, and just a political fight. Now your parliament how could you come on? Your radio so I say this is not a kind of promise that you make it to Ghanaians. You catch the Ghana for say Montoba man you buy a fight against corruption. Yeah, remember I hope from over 1,300 containers. What $300 million and function about I'm required 77. I'm required as a Canadian. I'm required 77 and I dare chance in the Canadian because ECG the cap over 67 billion Ghana cedis. Has to when no man can ECG and can you be any scared at fuel at power your plant. I mean young Canadian. But who for them scan that said about home? But who for them scan that other cost real estate team? We have to be very serious. I mean, young to me, share money, a cost on Uncle so. Young to me, share Emma, Catasano, and Coswan, and yes, I say, will be a banner or about Colubino, no man, brand, no man so far and so far.
Okay.
You have to be very deliberate in the fight against corruption. And if you're a gentleman, commitment, and you're a Musadanqua, so be or their batches say, you're a gentleman, approval rating after 90 days, and you're still about 60%, which is very excellent. Or that say, Bass and they say to a bad BMA between Europe Mahama and Europe Baumiano. Europe Mahama being over 59%. Now Baumia tackle to about 35%. It's just like Ghana on an overwhelming trust the government of John Dramani Mahama. Say, your near to fight against corruption. Near met say any women of course invest, you know, the same, you know, the same horns, you know. Yankee and Nuntumana, Yam protect 2 or 1. By 2028, Ghana for Bazaka a crown part of woman or money into Montuaso. See, yes, sir. Let's see the Mancopo call a Mudia. And yet, not 2028, the movie. I hear a campaign, campaign, I'm a party. Because the reason why here, you fight against another government and say you want to can project cost ecoso and how money punto and into the end you trust your campaign and this is support to say you be to abandon the free so now say you ban the same thing about a terminal cost on the air now you disappointed and when you disappointed Ghana for so it's meaning about ECG no my course no I'm very much passionate about it and I'm hoping say yeah mind quest as a political talk keke yeah law no better really effect no big there are or then in some bog a bicycle a boss out no bus I always say no and running the bidi now as to say a very clear example as for their current appointees are almost a small minor but that's many about
me so me da se yenua be makonedu ya Don Bennett ono na wotene ka ai wa chere na adwen de afa ECG containers yi ayera ho yenko Dr. Abongo machine ho na Dr. Abongo they said who is in crowd
yeah say adia san wa ha o na me tika
ai
me
but they to asomai
okay nti difa eno na me kan say board no enu ntina time bia no hwe your management team and the management members no your MD your financial director your procurement director your operational manager omo na time bia no omo run organizations and your board members even though board members are highest level omo take decisions by board member there's nowhere and as to be a new or because a board member take salaries because so many permanent workers, so they don't even take salaries. There's no any place that I say a board member takes salary. They don't take salary. And I for me, one who say a board member take his salary.
means
No, board members don't take salary. They don't even have salary. When they meet and they have
okay
meetings, they take allowance. Board members and take his salary because they are not workers. They are just board. The management teams are the people that are employed. They go to work. They go to day-to-day work. They run the organization. In time we can say, wow, statement. No say a fireman can say what to say. Near what port no. And I mean what one can say or say, or my investigator who say what from your own
also he
statement.
noticed he noticed this was going on and Obisai and Omokachene said that is how it has been since.
Wow. Or see he noticed, right? How does he notice? If you've been upon a man and I'm Wojifa. And when we can say, let's hold the management first responsible. Management no running organization, no muji salary, no procurement director, right? And the procurement director procure sa electrical wires no. Or equal electrical wires no. Every every bano. And a bedroom port one. And the bedroom port one no. Na go say procurement officer and as a procurement director no. A follow up. It makes sure so clear ni money na aqua warehouse of the ECG. But according to information I'm Martin say, na ECG nisika. Wow, no money is so clear ni money na. And I am in dada. So mun nisika dia. Na ko say we negotiate with the Port and Harbour Authority because these are all government institutions. Na ko so negotiate it from ministry to ministry, right? Because ECG is the Ministry of Power. And the Port and Harbour is under Ministry of Works and Housing. First one was Ministry of Port and Harbours for all Works and Housing and Port. Now go some negotiate it. Now multiple transactions. But then I mean, me can say, Jifa, why did we uncover this issue? We uncovered the issue because the transition team, or more letter, no, and as some hand over notes, no, containers are my state, no, right? So my hand over our port, no. And the minister no call port one so call auditing no. Then there was difference. Near now
So what if those things were just stated on paper? And a minister ne call hono and a aqua mu say it's just on paper.
meet but he interview and can say figure na the man say or paper hono no. Oko and one who send your paper no a dorsal, but the name will put on is shot.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Maybe almost brought the figures on the paper fine, but of course, that was not what was there. You can say NDC go by 3 months, containers, yeah, you're right. Dr. Bongo,
so if what I'm
Nakasa.
saying is, what I'm saying is, na NPP corner, then you say container saying a hand over, right?
Now
No,
we need more hand over these number of containers on paper, but
on
in
paper.
actual terms, no, that was not the
No,
number that was
you
at the
can't
port.
determine. You cannot determine differ because
I'm
at
not
that
determining,
point,
but maybe catch also, what if that was the case?
no. What about if that was the case that we handed over before NDC government they started stealing the containers, and evidence is there because they're still transporting some of the materials. Transportation cost you. And I know they feel to a journalist who said the
Oh, na
transportation
say
going on.
Dr.
So
Bongo na say
traditional team in
transportation
these 3 months
yet
now,
me
no, you
hold
see
it
yes
to
and
be
man.
transporting later. So
These three
that
months
one
no,
doesn't
you see
really
yes
change
and
anything.
man differ. These 3 months
Yet me hold
no.
it for to be giving a transporting later.
Me see 3 months we are no you see yes and man. We are near man eton. Or when you say
Okay.
there's change of government, and don't we are to buying right.
Mm,
It's clear
mm.
because me who warehouses you know. I'm coin a beam still there, it's still in their package. A bin that's what boxes you know. A bit still fresh. And if it is something that we heard 2 years ago, of course, if there would have not been any evidence there. Oko factories now, Sabi Uma use you know.
It could be 6 months ago too.
No, no. If it is 6 months ago, you will not see those kind of materials there. They would have disposed it off long ago. It wouldn't be there because only so my we are. I did what we are there. Come on, man, and go factory one so be baby. Let's if I will be we are there. Be Tom Mawa. What the better was so we're disposing off in 10
Then you only send you run a beba. So what's me keep kakra?
Me obi we are there. Madam said nipa kono we are. Me koko report nipa kono no. And I say me to atwene. Oh, in this year no masha say arrest no. Believe me or not, warehouses now most our material no, they'll dispose it off or they'll quickly use everything, right? Or more people who say name and warehouses because when you say a stolen thing, and then the auto ECG name and be that person knew very well that it's ECG because there's ECG labels on it.
Mm, okay. All right, Dr. Bongo, you better say, comment section, na fa ashoko commenter. Omode ascending. No cremre and I will so no. I ECG containers no a year and not yet discussed. Mavis Boating and I day first comment. Brian, or see good evening. Good evening, seated and watching from Lisbon, Portugal. Okay, that's it. And that's having more see good evening, more fire, good evening, watching from Tatali, Northern Ghana, and greetings from Sekina Information Center listeners. Okay, that was so I see. Robert Kimpe also the MPP only came into government to make money for themselves and their family and cronies. You can't be so sure of that, Robert. Okay, yeah, so NDC Diaspora Union and anyway by your comrade Bennett, you do all. Thank you very much for this great submission. I'm watching from Amsterdam, Holland. Okay. Asempa Heneboache and anyway by your good evening, watching and listening from Achim Heman. Okay. Sikapa family, you say the government should act very fast to jail the perpetrators of this evil thing against Ghana. Watching on YouTube from Jumapon near Koforigia. Okay, thank you. Kwesi Sia, I say good evening. It seems Dr. Bongo doesn't know what he is talking about. These MPP guys are enemies of the state. Lady Mal _2 also Dr. Bongo knows the truth, but he's running away from it. Watching on Twitch satellite from St. Petersburg, Russia. All right, yeah, that's it. Jaframa TV also good evening, watching from Rara, Inoti region. Thank you, Jaframa TV. Nyami Albi also good evening. Thanks to the Adeleman Queen mothers. Nkwanta and its environs need peace. I think Mr. Kunedu is making a lot of sense. Watching from Nkwanta in Oti region. All right. Okay. Renee, I don't know what message that was, but it didn't come. So please resend it. Brimpom Wesiakon said this is a great opportunity for everyone to benefit from this great platform. The discussion is very rich and educative. Watching from Warsaw, Poland. All right, thank you. All right, here and so and the match for man Timonka in Smoha mon send it more message na you who say more saying yen so na ye quite second topic. On my opinion, John the Money Mahama said we receive petitions. Say Chief Justice her ladyship Tokonu say no Ghana for say ye no every home. Now ye bisa say did he really receive a petition or did he really receive petitions? And from whom? Because Chief Justice in Kwana at this point, or person or more any petition or call Ghana for so ebisa say petition or why more and and is he truly working on petition where you see or he's just trying to fulfill a campaign promise or make it to the party for because of near maybe not ACC prior to that. Frema, okay, thank you. Good evening, watching from Machania. Who? All right, yeah, that's it, Frema. Okay, thank you. Na ye bisa questions ne de dodo na ewo Ghana for itimu ene omo ano ene mo bisa ebi say this is just the first step towards removing the EC chairperson Jean Mensa just say NDC for right from the word go no adukwe omonen will be fine until this time, so it looks like taking the Chief Justice off is the first step towards taking Jean Mensa off. Kone du pacha wo ho na nsemi o anu ye na odi amayin. Is it a political fulfillment, and I say is it a fulfillment of a political promise to the NDC? Say moba mobeyi Chief Justice every ho na petition no so oh idea the people who sends that petition to the president.
Yo, many about medasi, message will be a match in Heponi at Tifo. Na sa case we know, say, Nekano, Ed Nikakra. My personal position with regards to how they are appointed certain people to occupy certain positions. To say Chief Justice, the Auditor General, any some key positions no. I've always held the opinion say I was say a year by competitive application. Say Ghana Nibia anka unmerited say best a clear requirement. Say these are the requirements. So just submit your application. Now pay independent body. Now go through the applications. Now access sankophone na shortlist the pakakra. Say very fit for the position. Na parliament in virtual. Na parliament virtual movie na parliament approve e be npa be 3 a. No ma submitted this in the president. Na president so in his own will. Na ohwemu ayi baako a ohunu so betimi na ye adwuma. Until then no say your so practice the same system ayeye say president biaba na ohwemu no wayi de ope no. Emre ko a yenim ye nyinaa se nipa wo se wo ye seb wo ye party A wo ye party B a anytime bia ba asesa beba no se e ba se nipa na wo ho na wo so mo ma no na mo to ne dwumadi nkoye kwa na se e se yi no firi ono mo a e be te se ase aban foforo abanda da twam na yi no nti no na se aban foforo so yi ni firi ono on so de nipa ba enti o se ehwe na ye sesa ekwan afa so a ye appoint people to occupy certain positions in our country o se ehwe ho yi na many aba em say ye ma me chief justice say we were no man Mahama and finishing with the petitions now or allergies we receive no ema ye were no man Mahama and I'm so we constitutional president intino what here the sa documents in the ama ye ma me no say sankofo we mo any petition say na tie into so o bi e kan fa ho a fabra na say ma me nsa kan petition no we intend in kabiem enti I'm tempted to believe say say ensem bi all document no no ntem a ono ahunu say ampa onyaso na say nyaso nti all say you were the man mama enya clear a green light from council of state you betim dey agina so na e dey na free akonya so na say the medical kind say over Ghana akonya bi to say IGP to say all the general to say chief justice Ghana buying any Ghana kofo na Ghana mine na wo som yen enti aso mo wa na mo tuo wo kasa mu bibia eda di pepe say wo ye very neutral person na neutrality no beba mu a agi say kwan e fa so e select and say appoint sankofo we mu no yes san na me no ma wa ye since obey chief justice no nyina kire say sebi na mo tuo bia otu no na enkoyie eduru abi na yes Supreme Court kra mpo no say unanimous FC asem ko Supreme Court even before the judgment comes out no na Ghana for na anya predict say na beko and pass so sa na beko and ye mfasa bibi say enchechere o man enti ye ma me no ekwan a of pass conducting who in her office as chief justice no in the last 8 years no anya dia share the twa yi now some of us are not privy to the document to the petitioner yejina so ede ese yedibe impeachment no and I believe say council of state echo document ni mu bia omo be provide clear advice ede ama Reverend Romani Mahama na say the article 146 can say so onya petition bi say yempanyi in public say mfiri ono mo a so go through consultation with the council of state sa consultation go through mo jide say the ebesi bia Ghana fo nyina ewa ha ye be hu de ekoso na wi ma hu say asepa Yura Mr. Thompson also so article 187 so the petition akakoma Yura the Romani Mahama say auditor general nka onhwe na onyini mfiri ho no mo eno so ya de aba the constitutional provision wo ho no mo enti say Ghana ni bia ohunu say obi be so ma no anso ma ni ye na okopa asa di bre na constitutional provision ma no ho kwa betima asend petition no Ghana ni bia betima ye enti we nye novel ade a ye nyina ebe kai a ye ma me Charlotte say anamo bi si anamo fa so mu ye na do zakọ okufu ado e fa so edi yi ni firi ho no mo enti enya de foforo na ne nyina ne se oman no eyeye na oman nko so ene ye hwehwe se obi ba na obetima ye oman ni obetima zo adwuma ni ya why not ene ye de ye ra ye hunu ba ye hwe police service ni mu the kind of discipline the last few days abamu where the fight against Galamsey, the commitment of the Ghana police service in the fight against Galamsey are very admirable. Enti enoma bi say na yehwe enem wojide say obi biara say petition ko na wiye na investigation na ye be ye hero adjonoman ma ne council of state be ye no say ni na ko na wiye ya na say awase ye maame toko no firi ono mo a ma wojide so bi edne beba no ono so obi as oye competent enough na obetu abesom ye man no abo aban na ma aban hyehyɛ ene ye constitution no so etimi edi emu ene democracy na etimi edi mu ye enti mini aba said the constitutional provision state very clearly no says Reverend Roman and the president in a petition to remove the CJ the electoral commission chair the auditor general the SO submitted the petition to the Council of State. No seeking or more advice no. And no na you Reverend Domani Mahama here. The aim they say when your petition one on one prerogative power. So I say, I may have the president. The constitution gives me a prerogative. Now I'm to take a decision. Be anti me pam no, or they will go through the right channel. Say they be and I'm will be to be be constitutionally guided. And only and more you Reverend Domani Mahama what to. And I believe that said them they can you mammy took on in second petition. We are hoping say in the next few days no. Also so the all can efa hono or my Ghana phone in ate. Na say yen na ni ya Ghana for yen na di ni yesu so a Ghana for bi hu. But I said me dey kan na no. Say unya di brave say so some Ghana man try your best say over some man no in a way enkweta as a wo political color bi na wo de small man. Anya sa the obey bia no amount for the political color and as a political shirt ebe she no a basa so a ema odwumadi awudi no and sheda enkoye nti mini aba very nice constitutional idea it happened we lawyers so we wouldn't try to interpret the constitution in a way MES me say lawyers nti ye be jayama constitutional lawyers any legal experts I interpret the air course but I believe say a clear demonstration of the beauty of democracy and who say you read no man mama am pam ranchen and semanka say we receive petition as we petition be about we na 2 years as president or the aterminate ma me no adwuma oye emede as an NDC person no many age say yenya omampani a sebi ote your constitution na say na ote mrase na ode emra no so adwuma yenyina be kai a ye ma me Charlotte say abrai na don't go for the so to na frekunya so or yes one petition na we receive na ntia na we dey so the appointment no one petition be e kum sabre na sentiment kan ba ye we no mahama e dey mra ya adwuma because when we say the way bia na so ni mutrimu a etrimu abo nku e ntia the petition na ma ye ma me no ye hwe de e be call in the next few days but I say me can I believe say in the end no the most important thing is we should serve our country with respect with integrity and with the right sense of direction ebe boama yen dache ene yen kan course so ebe course de nyina ye hwehwe no mini aba constitution no na ye apply no se bibi se ama ye constitution no kra na akwese akwebu kekene da ho eba se na legal expert interpreti the clauses e backe ene de disapprove a certain decision in aba e bo me ye nyina so etimi sua de na dache no ye mpanimfo ni wono a ye be catch no etimi I the same thing the atre inchima ombeba nti the course no I feel say a very good demonstration of the omo draft your constitution ehun say esi eme democracy na be fe na e koso ti ye be jama akoso na esi ekona wi ya ye be hu de ensu na sem framade ahaban beto meni aba me da say
me so me da say ye nyina yesua de say ano for the past 1 week ye nyina yo omamu de ya students lawyers 1 or 2 ways no we are learning about our constitution young call Dr. Bongo so hona yentie NPP for adwenchira omowo edefa sa ensemi hu Dr. Bongo
Jifa.
NPP for I say someone you have to from Mokoto na be na say I say we I political decision at NDC for I take say omo epeso omo yi chief justice no omo ye no with the mindset say since former president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na dey buy you went in Assembly in favor of the NDC, so this is more like a punishment to her. Is that what it is?
Yes, Jifa, that is how it is. And yeah, MPP for the Eka. Jifa so Kaya, Emrebi, President.
Hello, Dr. Bongo. All right, I'm Mr. Dr. Bongo Ahumanu Echicha. Ma yen twa ye ho sima na yembra yen san embra mmeto a nkomo twetwe ne so. Ye dane ye ho abasisi amenko bia.
Development projects and Nkokwan Ketenkete are all key components of the program. Right, Honorable Speaker, we have also allocated 51.3 million Ghana cedis as seed fund for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank. Mr. Speaker, we have also allocated 300 million Ghana cedis to the National Apprenticeship Program. Mr. Speaker, I repeat, we have also allocated an amount of 300 million Ghana cedis to the National Apprenticeship Program. Right, Honorable Speaker, we have also allocated an amount of 100 million Ghana cedis to the Edumewura Program. Mr. Speaker, an amount of 100 million Ghana cedis has been allocated to the National Codes Program. Mr. Speaker, another amount of 100 million Ghana cedis has been allocated for the payment of monthly allowance to all assembly members.
All right, here call Dr. Obungu Hoba. Dr. Obungu Pato to Asomaye.
Yeah, Jifa. Come say, asama me kaya no. Na President John Mahama, time I know running for president no. And Nana Akufo-Addo ye president no. Omante platform, video no. Ghana for yina tie. And oka say NPP for apparently lawyers are only affiliated to NPP. And to no so oba parallel lawyers are only NDC into the bar or the Supreme Court and the judges. On one and some now can and yes, NPP and Ekai on one John Mahama and a woman. And me as an NPP member, dear, enemy who say John President Nana Akufo-Addo, former President Nana Akufo-Addo, and the current Chief Justice Etinasho. And to Oba, Oba be did na no asem. On one and no some no cancer Oba, on also be nominate the members. And to Mimi who say clear, or one or more year, a coach the question share, MO be true petition. So Omunyi Chief Justice said a free show. But while you say Ghana Mirano, and I constitution is so, and Macoin. So, oh, sorry, ya no actual letter, so I terminate Chief Justice. Camera Mocoina, Camigidi say, Tama John Mama Baswa, or terminating Crawford, or true a yin Crawford, youth, young people, someone employment to you within Casavian Kawa, true letter, Chief Justice, but Emira, and I say Ghana Constitution, and Maha Coinsa. Ghana Constitution, I say, yeah, then, to petition, which petition bar. Na the Council of Elders act a petition so no more for journey. If there is case so I'm forwarding that, then they will forward it and proceed. No more finding issue no. So that will make me then I Chief Justice not free so. But me GD say even petition no crown I can Chief Justice aba. Aba so only no petition no crown. All petition no crown will be a name. Mimi don't crown me no petition I am. And a petition is
So we're for petitioner and then say yeah the petitioners no amano. So I think by now she's aware of the petitioners.
Yeah, but Ghanaians too should be aware of the petitioners. I'm equally Ghanaian because a Chief Justice for Ghana. I didn't know also be visa and sign petitions now. So me and Mema, me and Ghana for what we could do. I don't know who see. Pie, Ambra. Or then I say, I sign the Chief Justice visa. asana oma babe who. It's not fair. You have to be fair. One year she just say NDC for tactics say on be YouTube just reference but I could see baby because Ghana Mirano a protected special prosecutor, right? Ghana Mirano a protected the governor of Bank of Ghana. And the positions be honuma and also offices be honuma. Untimi MBU with this say oh yeah.
Okay, MSS still na Dr. Bongo Ahomano. Hadwen yɛmfa comment baako mmienu bi a asan aba w'akyiri na yɛntoa so. Prima Oye say I'm representing live from my chair near who Jifa no shaking. All right, yeah, that's it. Robert Kimpe say president doesn't have any hand in the petition. He is only acting according to the constitution. John Mahama is a real Democrat. Okay. Kweku Adi say watching from Amsterdam, Holland. Okay. Kweku Yevu so say good submission, Bennett. I'm proud of you. Okay. Frimpong Baby, you say the CJ should be removed. There are a lot of competent judges at the Supreme Court to help reset the judiciary. Okay. Kweku say we should take a second look at the Constitution. Well, the Constitution also makes way for amendments. There is always room to adjust. The CJ position should be by promotion from the judiciary. The Constitutional Review Committee should work on it. Okay. Nyame Obi also the Chief Justice must go. She's compromised. As a judge, she should be independent. Well, per what she's doing, she's acting as an independent person. Maybe Mona Munhunisa. So yeah. She said Dr. Bongo Ahomano Atumwa say still na it's in the Tiana she say I was say Yoko Koneduho. All right, any yamfa Konedu na on my the final submission. And then one or two comments on the scrapping of the e-levy. Konedu. Okay, Mr. Stona Konedu Ahomano.
We are all looking for the.
Hello,
all right,
Jifa.
Dr. Bongo. Yeah.
Jifa. Sorry, me fan chame me tika mo amene na me nuntina.
Yeah, you hunita.
Today we are hard, you know. And did you find near me can say, oh, mamma, many years, right? Me who say in the history of Ghana, after the Mavity, and I said the Second Republic. No, you're a Fourth Republic. Since 1992, constitutional is actually the age, man. Me who say I Chief Justice. Ewa Koyen so. And me say, Neomo ye say that, and Fanko CBBR. And it's not a matter of NDC and the Chief Justice by and I say NPP and Chief Justice by. I think nominating the Chief Justice is based on the qualification and the competency of the individual. And I'm no Yagani, Mamma Suwaye Juma or a lawyer, she's qualified, and Oyene Juman so. And me Bonnia Mammy, ya petitioners, no, Eddie by so me, Omuyini free ho, right? A woman is serving a term, or Yene Juma, a Juman so Yen, a Juman so ini, right? If there's anything I never count, then the constitutional review I question say change your constitution. ɛno deɛ ɛkɔ so a no ma change some certain laws and a certain rules na a bɛboɔ Ghana no ɛno na yɛ nyinaa ɛgye no ho difa de biara meka yɛni NPP Ghana ɛna yɛni NDC Ghana yɛwɔ the Republic of Ghana right nti ɔsɛ yɛ nyinaa ɛboa ɛma Ghana ɛkɔ n'anim ɔsɛ yɛgyina ɛnyina yɛyɛ adwuma yɛyɛ akoma ɛyɛ adwuma ma Ghana kɔ n'anim na difa mesa srɛ mede o platform yi issue ɛsrɛ ɛpɛ Ghanafoɔ akyɛw sɛ Ghanafoɔ ɔmo nyɛ abotrɛ na ɔmo hwɛ nneɛma bi yie paa difa ɔmo hwɛ nneɛma bi yie paa ade na meme kasa difa wohwɛ a na NPP yɛwɔ aban so ECG asɛm a yɛka yi na ebi nni hɔ ECG na yɛka sɛ ɔmo abɔka NDC fɔ nko a abaeɛ ɔmo se ae ɔmo ayɛ auditing ECG alusi sika ɔmo se ae ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo privatize ECG ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo tɔn ECG menim ade na ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo tɔn ECG minister na ɔwɔ hɔ no ɔno yɛ panyin a ɔsan kasa no yɛ tɔn ministry no ɛyɛ dɛn na ɛkɔkɔtɔn ECG difa ɛyɛ dɛn na ɛkɔtɔn ECG sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔtɔn ECG deɛ ɛna ɔmo tɔn ministry na ka ho na tɔn Ghana ka ho because ɔntumi manage ECG deɛ ɛna ɔntumi manage Ghana nso workers no so ECG workers nso abɛka sɛ ɔmo mpene ɛma ɔmo tɔn ECG wɔn nsɛm a epiepie ba saa fikyiri wɔn a ɛkɔ so no ɛna ɛma Ghana ɛyɛ a yɛka sɛ Ghanafoɔ no ɔmo yɛ nti difa mesrɛ wa NPP nso yɛwɔ opposition but yɛbɛ make sure sɛ yɛbɛ hold Ghana yɛbɛ hold NDC accountable ɛna many agye sɛ NPP ɛnkyɛ ebia ɛkɔ Rock City woni Rock City wɔ Eastern Region Kowu Brian Chapel Hotel hɔnom no NPP mpanyinfoɔ no yɛkɔhyia wɔ hɔ yɛ meeting ɛnti yɛ united yɛ unity no yɛ carbon ɛma unity no ɛkɔ yɛ nim ɛnti sɛ yɛ carbon NPP yɛ ba strong ma hu sɛ Kennedy Japan just say your party no enije san ba your party no yes edi mojo foforo young blood edi tum e de difa enti se si e no ye bon pa e say Yakopon sre e mai da tumi no e mai hode na your party ni timi ye den entimi ngina na difa assembly has asoma pese me ka asana ma frisho difa unim assembly. Hello, Jifa, who hear me?
Committee o pacho.
Aha. Jifa, mami fan we and conclude. Now, the containers now, muka ho sam se see you know. Say omayi committee, say committee ehwehwe na omo find out containers no bibia ewo. Now, one who say ya can say port na one omo hand over no. NDC for yi MD. Once will be a bonity. Once will be a beside us. Ye. And on te. Once a port and Casancason, ya bobidi. Ye. On te. That is NDC. Omusuba yano. Say Bonnie free baby bar. 10 be a person kata or microphone. No one blame you be. Now, so I didn't see NDC tower NDC government. And yeah, people. And I mean, never say I confirm native to every Ghana ko Burkina Faso. Minim say containers to me to echo India and China. Can ye na ka minim say container to me too. And did difa omo ye hwehwe and share baby e free na ye nyina no ye be charge na ye nyina yakoma ato yem. Na ECG for so difa me dey see her.
Okay. Mr. Medasi, Dr. Bongo. You better say about Hone final submission. But for now, you call Kunedu Hona. One or two contributions on the scrapping of the e-levy. Now on final submission also. And so my
Yo, miniaba. Medase. Na Dr. Kasano Says the Mdiga can and NP for narrative or more drivers is here, you know. And it's a containers are IRF report one. There a NDC addressing happening here. Na minia ba containers 2,500. Say oh yeah hand over na all the group personal de mamia. And ya dey say meet me now so in 1 hour now count containers 2,500 a week. And the ideal in the right practice is say measure document ada mamia. Na bre pamuno ma pe committee and asa ma pe team am mako your auditing. Na amako county containers na he say list amode mamia no. Ene the mekan no ehɔ no ɛyɛ pana, and that is exactly what Yewura Gyinapo ɔyɛyɛ. Na nsɛm a ɛba bi kora kyerɛ sɛ sɛ containers ne bi wɔ no kɔm kosti ne kɛkɛ na kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo atwerɛ gu paper so sɛ ɔmo ahyɛ pɛ de aba ɔman no na mmom ɔmo anhyɛ containers no ama te sika no kɔ nipa bi bɔtɔm a ne nyinaa investigations no ɛrekɔ so no meyɛ sure sɛ ɛbɛyɛ ɔnkɔba ne nyinaa fi sɛ say if be a way bill say okra no mafra monone a quantity o toy no e wo way bill so the cost of products now toy no ni nyina e wo so the cost of insurance the cost of freight ni nyina e wo way bill no so enti enya de e wo say ade we ma na ye dindin di bebrebe I was say enya way bill na e di containers na over 2,500 ni nyina wo so no inyasa way bill no from the shipping line na containers ne buy no na ye hwese ampa say omo the containers do a isi etu aho kan ne buy ana say omo costi bi ni nyina no investigations ye beye no ebe uncover ni nyina na I am assuring Ghanaians say some of us they be na eba mo na so be ka kire mo say mo nto over nti akufuado if say we kata se no ye mu bi ye intolerate corruption in this administration say ekotia yen ekra na say ehunu say e kana be boa ma Ghana akoso a ebe kasa kopim say Ghana ebe yi ena Yewura doctor ekasa no saka say enipa omo di petition no ekọ isi enyi CJ mfiri ho no Ghana ko ni nipa kro mesre na maka kire doctor say any Ghana for nyina say the right information bill no say a pass very effective enti obetimi I invoke ta law no na wa apply to get documents na digital soma and they say CJ no yin improve on Ghana ni bia betima ye unya go to the right clause na and one say wako the right department document I will be on Sabeka public documents so people and classified on sa ebetimi aka bi no answer obetro request ediako say open documents na mpabidi aba say yenyina so na yemfani CG mfremfru no and so we sa on sa betimi aka bi many about there ye kan kosi nyina na say Ghana ye die ne Ghana nkanko and they say ye presisi say ye quiet say as a politics into say we me party member into abokro no menka ye kan asem so me defend na me no me no ma ane ye do mo to ba bia sebe daache enfo mu nyina ye ye koso ne ye boss abrabo na ye bosisi ye na ye daache enkoyi empamayen enu nti ade bia ekoso ye kona bia ye hyemu bia no say ekoso na nye o say ye kasa say ekoso na nye ye kampo na begu ye ho ani mu ase ye nka ne mfa nsisi o man no ye kan nyina ne say Ghana ba akopa ne ye wo odo pa to kwan kwata na America konya green card konya den still we Ghana ni and there's only one place I would do on my feel say we feel a sense of belonging krom Ghana pen ba bia wo normal we and normal obetima ye is not determined by the color of your skin Ghana pe and it is Ghana pe and I obetima ye the ope I will be reading meanings into your skin color in the two to coin in said ye udo ma so na sebe bruni o hono mo asebe ye fiti ye fa and intina they be a kasa ye my Ghana ye nyo man ye if you say Ghana pe and I would do on one who feel a strong sense of belonging Ghana pe na do on one we ye the old person we Ghana ni we all this shit and into the was ye money. And into the case of Cornu Biera Akoso, Ewo, Abaya Chem, the ever coso Abaya was to see him. I was see a fighting, not Obi Biera or didn't Sabo Ganas come Comboneno, a combination of Emra enemy. Now, ECG and someone ye came. May sure say in other departments, no similar things Akoso. Nebia, PNNPA. Na se epia or sembra it take effect. They make actually Yura John Roman Mahama. Any the Attorney General. And they say Obi Biara or sembra nidino. Now me say your political friends. Yes, I did not. Now you're disappointing Ghana for. Yes, I did not. Now you betray the mandate in Ghana for the man. Mummy and fat and okre pepe pay and some Ghana mine. If for nothing at all, Krana, you need that for our children. Now, on bar, one because yeah, mom, yeah, permanent and we die or my papa toward the my. That is the reason why there are some of us actively show and participating in our democracy. And it's a you believe a good legacy for our children. I wouldn't want my children. I bet not be my so for 5 years, 10 years, no one chrome. You perceive a matna you chrome Ghana, no bomb bra. Then go so once all to come cook mass or what an again in year. It's young, I always see the current generation, the responsibility to say, you best shape a true Ghana, and the future or the generation at Ebeba. And I did be a big obstacle. I did be a bed drifting in progress from the right path. No, I was say a fight against that. Even if it comes from within us, I was say a fight against it. And that is what some of us are going to do. We're not just going to be singing, praises near the. You better fight it, near stop it, any canker. I better say a bit eating into our government. Say, mechanic, so we are appointed, that's all soon about we say more. For no credit, pay a small minor. If you say at the end of the day, no, the entire war is over soon or my Namagana a tumpon. So small man for 4 years, 8 years, who flew on mobs, I won't say, legacy ben or just one more. And then the debate, the American say, I was Brunina in a debra, or pursue will finish the Brenner Damana, would your legacy near Cassette, or no matter how can you ever soon say no, or concern with that two, set a bench to my Benabiaca. Into your selflessness. Your leadership are a pragmatic. Leadership are a vision oriented. The Bia Wobiano, have your corporate strategy in place. Ne a set vision, ma won't say. Me 4 years, I say me Monday to the 7 years more that department. This is the vision I was to achieve for myself and for this organization. Now that's me no one and see my account. And I'm very happy said on one ya appoint to different positions, a CEO, deputy ministers, young people. Most of them are young people. They say in the next 40 years, in Chima be yeah. In the assume Ghana year, you kokoro abobrimu nti me boy abaso ye two nti mo me fa no kre na ye mfa so mo man ye na Ghana ye ya eye ma ye nyina me da se me nua ba
me nua be ma kunidu na mi bisa se uni my 1 or 2 comments on 11 na omampanyi are sent it to Enra ama say no ye free ho
yo me nua ba we de em senka escape me kakra kama nka hweso amfa ho a na kama ya se madi ma aban ne bone say say you were gentleman Mahama can say within the first 90 days no or we make sure say within the first 60 days 100 days we make sure say we certain taxes e dey free hormone levy betting tax and COVID-19 levy na nyamiada roma yewura ato forcing aduma power bo and say na aduma power bo ni nyane say enipa o man say 2 minutes on konkosom o man no enipa na ma no overwhelming support say the way bia me support o yewa General Mahama e dey na chidi ni say the way bia no me as your appointing authority no me gina what say the way bia me support o enti na yewa ato forcing e koso a o bodwumaden o be hwa throughout Monday everything in parliament na omonda and I do bet 12 one of the so on more or more try say or may pass the bills are a bit cancel all these nuisance taxes. Now it didn't go say and then Ghana force in this car kakra wa bra wanyano yenti 1.2% yenti 1% infant free so then in kakra na wanyano at least obetimi dia support business kakra wo ye na be masika so abaye ma me na papa mbotom na omanya bi dia hwe enkra no so e wo fie ade a menu aba me de yie papa era baso bokese kwama ye region mani mahama na said de bia ye kan say amanfo bi kan say politicians nka no kore no ye region mani mahama ama Ghana for enya transactions say ne normal ne bosha wo share say within the first 60 days within the first 100 days obey no kama say wa wie ni nyina ne sa na ye bona baso one disappointing me o hwe say me ka kan me hwe ye hwe conversation aso no o hwe ye musa dankwa so be or the buyer na approval rating compared to Euro Kufuado first 90 days and also the first 100 days Euro Jondoman Muhammad way higher just Ghana for even after 90 days after 100 days no Ghana for a very strong belief Euro Jondoman Muhammad say obesumo man or sumo man suye and the same so be no oko ministers department chese ministers company say corruption some or pompa na abeka ya Kufuado breso kamia say every year bia so bia na within the top 3 no na presidency kata se ho ene for the first time in many years within the first 8 no component presidency enim chese General Mahama do no credit man Ghana for na taxes away ye free OCC no chese ampa oba so be sum Ghana for ama so oba boy kro no enti ene udi dwa na osika etu na Ghana citizens na udi dwa o cost this kada ama supplier ye nti usika ni biem na kakra meka kire ni Ghana for nya na say this year ye free so ye mu ba mo ni agent say we financial service provider making sure say mra abane de aba no say e-levy ntwam no wo so wo de be adwuma men take advantage na empa ska ensho butum na kire yankobo aban dimpone mahu se MTN CEO no ka se betiki mra kakra nsa na MTN for what may effect change na de me kan se be MTN free ho na me wo sisi ho na me wo South Africa ha na me wo se South African government mra MTN any choice say South African government can say within the next 4 hours intake effect MTN be comply enti MTN for any to me bia say on baka say abana esi any 11 floor no mo de say no be maintain because some systems no I just some consult they have no consultation to do country no mo yedma wo mu no country nimra na say 11 esi atwam enti no say omuyi free ho that is what government any aban no can see here enti menu aba ye de nyame ase say bosha Euro General Mama share no what this fe na Euro to force so enti na de America say young people our positions of leadership are ebe boyen titu we are young people are or me committed to to working for the country e boy because o share Ashanti regional minister na me tie nkomo bi wo onua o say what me na me minister see here inya appointed this intino oversee all the municipal in district say Washington region na administration e koso ni on oye and say all science certificates near on the name the all necessary certificates be making sure say we really document very well if you say on person or china the dibaya bontin say we sign document no go so sign and nipa bi say ne ye pe ewo amamu no nipa bi say ne ye pe baby a or say you keep key people not on manage the economy no say the be ya bi omo very conscious of it now omo share implications that they be in the future some people be saying and this thing they be a case my young people can occupy positions and you already know money Mahamati and I am saying say not may 2 million money now so for say when you depress see ya pastor the brain the papa dachi in your 60s in your 70s in chima ba over bold in papa now also to one more like I say as soon as me man no me chima ba na obuma ba so wo kwam papa so wo a woni say chima uja to achire na ebe so chima for many years to come eno any ade e raise see e me ba levy COVID-19 levy betting tax they say ya wie ni nyina the Ghana for engineer can say aseda and the dema you read no man Mahama any year after forcing e wa dwuma pa ne parliament so e wa dwuma pa o ma bo NPP for so boycott e so de o mu nyinam but enam si dango pon ama numbers of parliament ntino ye see numbers no e de aya de hu say ye abebo ye manfo e na yaye menu ba na me fansia na me fan check ese so ma for the past years obodwuma nyame nhyira opi menu ba say de bia no onya bre na obesom Ghana man na o hese Ghana so benya ba bi ni next nyame nhyira opi menu ba
me so me da say me nua bema Bennett konedu yadom yenko Dr. Abongo nso hona ono nso my final submission any other commenter obe my ewo 11 no Dr. Abongo yesai akwaba
Yenya jifa me da say Benadi Kaya no or can send be I say NPP and I say me for corruption so they differ me catch you say NPP me supporting NPP and IPP ideology because NPP a party of more fighting corruption and the bia me can who share in the history of Ghana NPP appointee ni bia ni ho a ya tun but NDC appointees bebre or honuma ya chi o matun they bia mitimi bo abuga pele din dan abudakwe wow omo NPP former appointees NDC former appointees ye ni NPP former appointee bia ni wa ye chini tun se see na mahu say omo si ebim ye corrupt na say ye si ba papa bi 8 or 27 your friend na adubo hene but let me state it here adubo hene no ye dwuma communication minister ni dada de o no ye dada san NPP ba power right NPP ba power no your promotion and also he's not related to Professor Adubo Ohene, your first presidential candidate of NPP in 1992. He is not related to him. And the NPP card party member. And I chill. Mimi say you should go through the right process. So what you gonna see? What we are gonna see? He should be punished. And your NPP ni baby over be a NPP more to me. Share Ghana and I say Ghana ye. And all the corruption yeah. I buy no dear, never saw your corruption ya. Yenchuntum. And dear, men for us. Ghana and NPP, ye pe Ghana and Tia Dogan and Tinatina no for time. Or rule ye any ministers no unti who has some so be a corrupted that. Now, Missadi way, Emma NPP for you from warning. Nana Kufodo my warning that if you think you want to make money, don't come closer to my government. Go into business. And I'm saying, Mama warning. We are youth. We are Ghana and no person about MPP. Stop thinking about making money. Think about how to serve the party, and MPP will continue to be in power. Me want you to be our person about politics. Think about Ghana first. Think about the party first, and think about your name first. Because all your position now I share you no go be bia. Na news your body BNI ya detail MPP yempe sa din yempe na difa yeka ilevia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia MPP presidential candidate on otwe ilevi mu dada o asa never implement ilevi nu kura na okun ohun back door right okun ohun na emma ye ilevi every 100 cedis enuntina who send the first 100 cedis a yenti ilevi nu Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and a kunye emu yisa ilevi nu every first 100 Ghana cedis. And that then no before you implement e-levy kurano na ye e-levy free show. And I don't know women's akaye. Or see if they vote him into power, obey e-levy a free show, obey betting tax a free show. Okay, Dr. Mahmoud go bamukaye. And e-levy no ye free show. And yes, sorry, send a news. And also okay say NDC they are replacing e-levy with something, right? Housing the property tax over 10 who has some CA. And that's a record budget. Me new say I can you live home. But NDC are introducing another tax.
Housing and property tax, I did that when you had the full.
There be me see my implemented tax be about housing. Me I'm not me. But Oma implemented, they are replacing the enforcing. Now, but they were not enforcing that tax. And Oma enforcing no. Now, if I can't tax one time,
it's been in the system for how long? That's a month for NDC. So in the month for NDC, so I don't just say NDC the housing and property tax by Dr. Wongo. Let's not throw that into the eyes of the public, Pacho.
Dr. Tunfutugi, I have for net if any.
Diva, let's
go do that.
Diva,
and you Ghana Kwanson na yet housing property tax. Would or Russia would be a short housing and property tax.
There be me say, Diva, me say, 11, you know, not present in not. Former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, no see Oba Okaye, so Oba here for show. And it's the NDC.
The first time they tried to maintain as a vice president, and now all take cabinet. I am passing 11. You are coming to tell us that overpower. You are going to take it off. I mean, that was what you sitting there for when it was being passed in the first place.
No, Jifa, you are getting it. You are getting it wrong. Being a vice president, you are not a president. And vice president does not sign the bill. The bill is being signed by the president. What is the vice president sign the bill?
Say, being a vice president, he was not the president. Also, once now, I catch and say, or no, so and I'm on to see you first 100 cities free. Instead, I'm on to see it me first 100 cities free. His position as the vice president, he first 100 cities free. So why is that not telling me say, and I'm on to say you first 100 cities free? And to me, now I'm on to my you the whole 11 free. I mean, cut Ghana.
Also, parliamentary pass law, mostly majority. If they are for the law and minority against the law, you don't pass the law, no. You pass the law, you can't parliament, you can't say majority, you can't parliament. And it's the same thing. You can be against something, but you don't have the power. Only to me. And one at the end, because cabinet they take a decision. And the Bawumia can say, oh, a bad on a dignitization man, a bad tax, electronic tax there, Konufi say, a Mayan cohort. And a former finance minister, I can say, no, we should do it. Keno Foriata, see, oh, yeah, because I buy his car. Well, any player for us to say, yeah, it never need to me. So I can say, because he was not the president. And on 5 years, okay, if that will be the case, there, we should consider the poor. How much you see electronic tax, that's more money or dignitization. And to Kaya Omutias here, I can say, okay, first 100 Ghana there, because of Ghana needy, or be on my 100 Ghana person send money, mammy, yeah, no free. But if you send above 100 Ghana, you entitle tax. As I make an obiani, as I make an yadu kone do on him. On him say, but me was against it. On him say, yeah, manifesto crown, but me can say, oh, Baba, you be official. I do a secret. And yes, secret. Oh, and the Jibamika say, no, yeah, president. Even if me was against it, only me can say, Nana Kufaru say, I'm against it, so don't sign. But Nana Kufaru can say, Bawumia, you are against it, but I'm the president. I will still sign.
You can say, baby, I don't Kufaru the idea there. You have credit in about me because on the year. Baby, Uncle ye dear. May pass a boy more emono.
Exactly.
Even though Bawumia, Nana go and sign here, any loan buy. But when you say if you come, you remove it. Very clear, and you 1+1. And you're there,
that promise about me and mine, and then I can put it on the door. If he said,
that means he was against it, but no need to me. Simple, ABCD. Any question,
as a Ghanaian, I'm meeting her. In someone a political party.
NDC.
It was sounding like an insult to me as a Ghanaian because once me because I said and expect me to buy into it.
What tax do Ghanaian pays a lot? What is the highest tax Ghanaian pays in Ghana? It's VAT. Who implemented VAT? The NDC for. If they have any, they should go and remove VAT.
It says
Doctor,
so. Dr. Mungo, the NPP had 8 years to cancel VAT. I don't know when yet. It should have done that. Anything by your multi, they just removed it. So you had 8 years. If you feel that is too much for Ghanaians to pay, you had 8 good years to cancel VAT. You didn't do it.
No.
NDC for by 3 months or when you levy every year, and that's what we are debating over now.
Yeah, buy no. You're removing tax. Do you know that we remove tax? E-levy was a replacement. Yeah, buy you use toll good tax and a free so. And they say drivers enter toll good biome. Unimsa. You remove here. And you say you're the tax back home. We replace it with a toll good. And if I'm
that was a communist decision. Sadena moye nenya dia sebi. Edi some case very Ghana for. In fact, on one of my
because one the toll booth and the traffic it reduce the working hours.
Till there is traffic in town. It hasn't made any difference.
The
it has reduced traffic. There is still traffic in town.
It has reduced traffic.
There is still traffic in town.
No.
Kaswa is still the same, Dr. Bongo. I live closer to Kaswa than you do. It's still the same.
No,
so now the traffic has been, it's still the same.
It's never the same.
It's the same, Dr. Bongo. It's the same.
I used to stand there 30 minutes. So that I used to stand there 30 minutes just to pay toll booth. Now I don't stand 1 minute. I drive past that place. I don't stand there again. First, I used to stand there for 30 minutes just to pay toll booth.
If traffic was the only reason in toll booths there could be other ways to take that toll. That whole fee instead of replacing it with e-levy. If traffic was the only reason in terms of toll, if you had e-levy, then I think that you got this wrong. If Bawumia was truly a digital man, as you people were marketing to us, and he couldn't see a digital way of taking toll fee other than replacing it with e-levy, I mean, come on. Come on, give us some credit as Ghanaians. Give us some credit.
I'm saying that we replace the e-levy with the toll booth tax, right?
Yes, you replace e-levy with the toll booth. I'm going to say traffic. Not make I just say traffic in Sin and replace e-levy with toll booth. Then you failed as a digital political party. You failed.
I'm telling you that
because there are digital ways of taking toll fee instead of coming to replace it with e-levy.
I'm telling you that.
Me, I'm saying, I won't replace e-levy. Why am I not coming for nothing? I don't have a car. Why am I paying e-levy because you are replacing it with toll?
I'm telling you that, and I'm telling you that the toll booth was paid by the e-levy, and I'm also telling you that it also increased the working hours. This one, they don't need debate on it. You don't need to debate on it because right now, when you get the toll booth, you don't stop. You drive. Even if it is 2 minutes, you drive past. You want to increase the production hour.
And Dr. Bongo, if I remember clearly, last budget you were telling us you were going to bring back the toll. If you told now Muslim way free or they replace 11, you were still going to bring it back to come and give us extra burden. That's just like you just found a way of defrauding Ghanaians.
Yeah, that's it.
Which last budget?
Answer you had plans of bringing back the toll booths.
You did not read our budget well.
Dr. Bongo, please, don't do that. Dr. Bongo, please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
There was nothing like that. You misquoted the budget. There was nothing like that. There was nothing like that. The government was the toll booth. So what did it
in opinions was so forty.
Can you give him the page?
Can I give what?
The page that stated that we are going to reintroduce.
Oh, that's a bongo. Be for real.
No.
Anyway, Yamrano also is
What do you mean? Difa area
Dr. Mongo, me want to baby, but that's a matter with me. I think me want to go. Me viewers, me listeners, I never told me you say me jawa about to put you go money, so I had to come in.
If I say me doctor, I'm kaka.
There be a foot me. Me there be a mechanic. Me turn to
doctor say.
Just as a mechanic.
Doctor say. NDC in Kwana, yen appointees, any MPs echo prison because of corruption. Many about one of the difficult things is to me, obey and so obey self-correction. One of the most difficult things to do, and so obey self-correction. And Conway call so Akufo-Addo Abreso, Akufo-Addo no claiming agent, even in the face of prima facie evidence against his appointees. No, say yen NDC. You Mahama made a book of pillow and a downfall. I was a member of parliament on the ticket of the NDC, eco prisoner. And just say you were a strong will to fight against corruption, but Akufo-Addo did not.
Okay.
Who is the clearing agent? You forget when John Mahama came, did he clear all of them? Did he clear all of them?
He declared the
case.
Dr. Mongo, and then what's now? How can I say I'm on for prison.
More than John Mahama. Calling Dauda. Segre me, how did he declare all of them? Who declared more than John Mahama? He's the most clear agent.
All right, you better must say Kwajimre. And they have to check for more. That's how I will go my shoot. And I etne mukasa edema NPP Amanyoku. Could they do Bennett Yadom or no? And I etne mukasa edema NDC Amanyoku. Midi edi Antonia Jifa Ifa. Yena ebomu edi Jimediano. Ebremo. Me producer Mr. Set Adi. Mwa mo share send them more comments and them submissions. So. The MIA the money so I say now what you send you be saying is shabium yakramo